Who's ready to decorate some owlsome cookies? Hi, I'm Leslie with Leslie's Cookies and Treats, and if you love decorating sugar cookies or you want to learn how, you're in the right place. Let's decorate together. All of the supplies you need to decorate these adorable cookies are listed in the description, and you don't need to wing it, I'll help you. And be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single tutorial in the Krayon Kidz decorating series. We're going to start off decorating these owls by piping in a generous dot of icing for the eyes. My icing consistency is about a 15-second consistency. And then I'll use my scribe to settle that down, shape it if I need to, and pop any air bubbles. And this cookie cutter is interchangeable between a pencil or a crayon. And for these, we've been piping the crayons. And if you missed the tutorial on how to do that, I'll leave a link in the description. Now we're doing a wet on wet effect. We're just going to take our black icing and put a line right in the middle of the wet white icing. And then you can use your scribe in an up and down motion. Don't drag it around to settle that black icing down. And once your eyes are nice and smooth, you can move on up to the top of the owl's head. And using your darker brown royal icing, again in about a 15-second consistency, go ahead and outline and flood in the triangle at the very top of his head. And use your scribe, or you can use a toothpick to settle that down. And make sure that the icing gets all the way down to the cookie and is not sitting up on top of the outline. We don't want it to sink in and get a crater as it's drying. And then you can go back and go around the eyes. The eyes should have dried and set up enough now that you can pipe right around them with your orange icing. And then once again, use your scribe or your toothpick to settle that icing down or to shape it how you need to. And once you have that looking the way you want it, set it aside to dry for 15 to 20 minutes before coming back in and outlining and flooding in the area right above the eyes with a lighter brown icing. And because this is such a skinny little area, the royal icing has a tendency to sit up on top of that outline. And so you want to make sure to overfill it and get that icing all the way down to the cookie with your scribe. Alright then, so then move down to the bottom of the cookie and pipe in the rest of the owl's face with the darker brown icing. And use your scribe all over again before setting the cookie aside to dry for at least 15 to 20 minutes. And then you can grab your orange icing and pipe a little triangle shape for the beak. And if your icing is a 15-second consistency like mine, go ahead and overfill it a bit so it's nice and puffy. Using your scribe once again to settle that icing down, and then move on down to the wings and flood those in, making sure you go over your pencil or your crayon, whichever you chose to make, and then use your scribe to settle that down. And then let hoot dry completely. Once that's done, grab your edible marker and write the name in the pencil or the crayon. And I added a little bow tie royal icing transfer, which I have a video tutorial for. And this cookie is done. I hope you had a hoot decorating with me today. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of the Krayon Kidz tutorials. And that's it for today. Class dismissed.